Actually, he's getting ready for Jagannath Ratha Yatra. So, because the deities are made of wood, the after bathing them, there is some repainting that needs to be done, and so that they are looking perfect for the biggest festival of Ratha Yatra. And um, as part of the Leela, it is said that the Lord gets a cold after he is having the Snan Yatra. So he is taking rest. So this is many beautiful rituals of Jagannath Puri to worship the Lord. So let's sing this bhajan to worship the sweet Lord Jagannath. This bhajan is by Sanatan Goswami from his book Krishna Leela Stava, and it's in Sanskrit. Sri Jagannatha Neeladari Shiro Muktaratna He Daru Brahma Ghanashyama Prasida Purushottama Prafula Pundari Kaksha Lavapti Tatamrita Guti Kodara Mampahi Nana Do Go Nana Bhoga Purandara Sri Jagannatha Neeladari Shiro Muktaratna He Daru Brahma Ganashama Prasida Purushottama Nijadara Sudadain Indrayumna Prasadita Subadrala Lana Vyagra Ramanujana Mostute Sri Jagannatha Neeladari Shiro Muktaratna He Daru Brahma Ganashyama Prasida Purushottama Gundicharatayatra Mahotsava Vivardhana Bhaktavatsala Vande Tvam Gundicharatamandana Sri Jagannatha Neeladari Shiro Muktaratna He Daru Brahma Ghanashyama Prasida Purushottama Dinahina Mahanicha Dayadrikrita Manasa Nityanutana Mahatma Ya Darshan Chaitanya Vallabha Sri Jagannatha Neeladari Shiro Muktaratna He Daru Brahma Ghanashyama Prasida Purushottama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Translation. O Lord Jagannatha, O Lord of the universe, O crest jewel of the city of Jagannath Puri, O supreme person whose form is spiritual, although it appears to be made of wood, and whose complexion is like that of a dark rain cloud. O Lord, please be merciful to me. O Lord Jagannath, your lotus eyes have blossomed wide open, and you appear to be nectar washed up on the shore of the saltwater ocean. O monarch, you enjoy who enjoys multifarious royal pleasures and whose waist is decorated with pearls. O Lord, please protect me. O Lord Jagannath, you were pleased by the worship of King Indrayumna, and you grant to the devotees the prasada, foodstuffs offered to you, which appears to be nectar coming from your own lips, O younger brother of Lord Balarama, who earnestly takes care of your sister Subhadra Devi. I offer respectful obeisances unto you. O Lord Jagannatha, with the Ratha Yatra journey to Gundicha and other festivals, you increase the happiness of the devotees. O decoration of the Ratha Yatra chariot, O Lord, who is very kind and affectionate to your devotees, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. O Lord Jagannatha, your mind is moistened with kindness to the poor, miserable, abandoned, and destitute, greatly fallen souls. O Lord, the sight of whom and the glorification of whose qualities is ever fresh. O Lord, who is very dear to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for the opportunity to share this bhajan that worships Lord Jagannath during this festival of Anavasar, where the Lord is not available for darshan and he's preparing for the wonderful festival of Jagannath Ratha Yatra. Now let's please wait for Neela Govind Prabhuji's wonderful Bhagavad Gita class. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept Mangal obeisances. We continue our discussion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, we can't hear you.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Okay.
Let me speaking. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sukha samakritva labha labho jaya jaya. Tato yudhijasva nainam papam avapsyasi. Translation perfect. Do thou fight for the sake of fighting without considering happiness or distress. Loss or gain, victory or defeat, and by so doing you shall never incur sin. Lord Krishna now directly says that Arjuna should fight for the sake of fighting because he desires the battle. There is no consideration of happiness or distress, profit or gain, victory or defeat in the activities of Krishna consciousness. That everything should be performed for the sake of Krishna is transcendental consciousness. So there is no reaction to material activities. He who acts for his own sense gratification, either in goodness or in passion, is subject to the reaction, good or bad. But he who is completely surrendered himself in the activities of Krishna consciousness is no longer obliged to anyone, nor is he a debtor to anyone, as one is the ordinary course of activities. It is said, anyone who is completely surrendered unto Krishna, Mukunda, giving up all other duties, is no longer a debtor, nor is he obliged to anyone, not the demigods, nor the sages, nor the people in general or kinsmen, nor humanity, nor forefathers. That is an indirect hint given by Krishna to Arjuna in this verse. And the matter will be more clearly explained in the following verses. Pamagyanatimmirandasya jnananjanashalakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवशरी गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणम् Hare Krishna. It's very interesting. The shloka we were discussing yesterday about an interesting aspect of how the sadhaka who comes in the association of a pure soul gets everything. Just like the thief went to Sanatana Goswami, he received the greatest benediction of taking up the science of Krishna consciousness artfully by chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra and then understanding Sanatana Goswami and understanding the heart of Sanatana Goswami. So, dear devotees, there's always a thin line between practicing Krishna consciousness and thinking that we are practicing Krishna consciousness. Why that is because here, if you actually see, when Krishna is telling to Arjuna that don't worry about happiness or distress, don't worry whether you get this thing or that thing. Don't think of anything of those things. Just do it as I say. That's what Krishna is actually. That means, just see here, dear devotees, at the beginning of second chapter itself, Krishna is summarizing the essence of everything. Krishna is summarizing. Krishna is summarizing the essence of Krishna consciousness. So when we understand that, that means the same thing he spoke through Sarvadharma Parityajit in 18th chapter also. What he is giving now to Arjuna, he's telling, give up all these dualities, come out of these dualities. Just chant, just like our acharyas they say, right, Prabhupada. Forget about all the problems which you have. Just chant Hare Krishna. Or just take up this process of Shravana and Kirtana to the core of the heart. Because Krishna is also telling to Arjuna here very clearly, very straightforward. He's telling that Arjuna, okay, no, I know you have problems. Keep all those problems aside. Keep all the problems aside and chant Hare Krishna. You just keep all the problems aside. Forget about all the dualities. Forget about all the issues. Just do what I say and don't expect any results also. That means in one shloka, Krishna is giving everything. Please understand this, dear devotees. That means the essence of Bhagavad Gita is also been spoken in this particular verse. That means If a person is very simple, dear devotees, the process of taking Krishna consciousness will be very easy actually. Devarshi bhutaptaninam pitranam nakin karonayam rini charajam sarvatmanaya sharanam sharanyam gato mukundam parihatya kartam. What is that? Anyone who has completely surrendered unto Krishna, Mukunda, giving up all other duties, is no longer a debtor. That means he's not obliged to anyone, not to the demigods, not to the sages, not to the people in general, not to the kinsmen, not to the humanity, not to the forefathers, not to anyone actually. His father might have given him so many things, his mother might have given him so many things, his grandfather have given him so many things. He is so much debt because he has taken so many things. But the thing is what he did? Gato mukundam parihatya kartam sarvatmanaya sharanam sharanyam. What he has done? He has surrendered unto the lotus feet of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. He surrendered to the words of the Acharya, spiritual master. The moment he does that, he is no longer a debtor. That means he's not owing to anyone in this world. Please understand. That means he's there in this world, but he's aloof from everything. Because what is his consciousness is fully focused. That is what exactly Krishna is telling to Arjuna now. In chapter 2 itself, Krishna is telling Arjuna very clearly that don't worry, what are you thinking, what are you doing, doesn't matter. You just do it for my happiness. That's what he's telling, right? Do thou fight for the sake of fighting. If you want to fight, just for fighting, without considering happiness or distress. Don't think that there is happiness or distress in this world. Don't think that you'll get this or get that. Don't think that you'll have any of these things. Doesn't matter where we are, what position, what situation we've been kept. Just to surrender to the words of the Supreme Person. Supreme Person. What a beautiful statement here, devotees. Huh? It's so practical, it's so rejuvenating to the heart that it gives us a clarity that thou shall fight only to the sake of fighting. That means you do all of these things just to please the Supreme Person. Whoever is coming to this state, dear devotees, to come to this state, you don't have to go through, you don't have to do tapasya like Hiranyakashipu, or you don't have to go through the difficulties of exalted Vaishnava acharyas who went through. You don't have to go through any of those things. See, just to follow the words of the Lord. Krishna is telling that very clearly. Krishna is telling Arjuna, oh Arjuna, you're thinking that this is your family members, just forget everything, just do what I say. But dear devotees, when you actually think about that, you think that is very easy. It is not easy. It is not easy. It's not easy, dear devotees. It's not easy the way how we say. It's easy to tell. But to follow it requires, one should feel a lot of relationship. It should be that's why bhakti is a very personal process. Bhakti cannot be understood just by hearing some classes. Bhakti cannot be understood just by knowing few slokas. Bhakti cannot be understood through any of those things. Bhakti comes through submission. Krishna wants to extract submission through Arjuna to all of us. Please understand this. That means Arjuna is a means to extract the submission because that's for us. We have to submit. There's no other go for us. If you submit today, you'll become devotees today. If you submit tomorrow, you'll become devotees tomorrow. If you submit next year, next life, you'll become devotees in the next life. Actually, another interesting aspect is a devotee who feels that he's submitting, he never feels that he's a devotee. That is the greatness of a devotee. Very, it's a very subtle thing because consciousness is very powerful. Working on the consciousness is very important. What am I thinking? If I see someone, if I see some nice thing, what am I thinking about that? If I am alone, what am I thinking? If I am alone to gratify something, what am I thinking? What am I thinking at that particular moment to gratify that thing? What is my consciousness at that particular moment? How am I submitting myself to the words of the spiritual master at that particular moment? If I am in the midst of devotees, to show that I am a devotee, I am speaking, or to know, or to really want to become a devotee, I am speaking. Why am I speaking? Is it as per the service, or is it just speaking just like that? What am I doing? What is my consciousness? How am I reacting? These are all important things. That means checking our heart, checking our consciousness is a very important thing. I'm alone. What am I doing? What am I thinking? What is my motive? What am I checking? Is it work? Work related? Is it this? Is it that? Is it something else? Are we looking for something? Are we checking something? What are we checking? All of these things are important. But in one shot, Krishna is removing all of these things. Please understand. If you want to fight, just fight for me. If you want to do something, just do it for me. Now, with this attitude, one's progress is rapid. Just like that Muslim devotee yesterday, the devotee of Jagannath, why has he been through so many difficulties because the Pandas will not allow him to enter into the temple. He might have been, not might have been, he has been stopped multiple times. Won't he think about the Lord? Yes, he will think about the Lord. This is a whole one of the reasons why Jagannath comes outside. He wanted to give darshan to everyone. There's so many devotees who cannot enter his temple. It is for all of them. The Lord wanted to give special darshan, special mercy. Why the Lord is giving special mercy? Because those devotees are outrightly sold devotees. What is their consciousness? Out and dead, everything belongs to you. You're my master. I'm simply your servant. Whatever you want, I will do that. I don't want anything else. You tell me something, you want me to do this, I'll do that. They have this attitude, that's why the Lord is so pleased. That's why the Lord personally comes for them. Because those devotees, they never complain. But you see, oh my dear Lord, why you have allowed me to born in the family of a Muslim? You're not allowing me to enter the temple. What is this? What kind of injustice is that? They're not speaking like that. What is their consciousness? They're telling, oh my dear Lord, please, this hand should be used to chant your holy names. This hand should be kept on the beats. And my consciousness should be so much absorbed that I chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when you want to go deeper into the consciousness of Krishna, when you want to deeply understand the principles of the acharyas, immediately a question will come into our consciousness that why are you doing all of these things? Or Hiranyakashipu was also doing, but why Hiranyakashipu was doing? Hiranyakashipu was doing out of envy towards who? Towards Krishna. Now, why are we doing it? If we have any other extra motive, Krishna might give, but will not get satisfaction in the heart, will not be pacified. Our heart will be dejected. Because, please understand, dear devotees, whenever you do something with honesty, that's what Krishna is telling Arjuna here. Oh, Arjuna, if you want to fight, just you do it for fighting, Arjuna. Just don't expect anything else. If you want to fight, just fight. If you want to eat, just eat. If you want to sleep, just sleep. If you want to do something else, just do that. Please don't carry any expectations out of it. You want to serve, just serve. I remember today in the morning, Krishna was telling very beautifully an aspect where he says, telling to all his followers who are there in the class, he's telling everyone, Are I don't want even a rupee from you. I don't want anything from you. I did not put this class just to gain some money. No, I don't want anything from you. But I want one thing. What do you mean? You say you don't want anything, now you're saying something? Anything means not dana jana. I don't want money. I don't want any of these things. You just keep it with you only. But I want one thing. What is that one thing? You take this truth to the core of your heart. Just accept this truth. Accept the process of Krishna consciousness. This is my expectation. Now, why is he telling that accept the process of Krishna consciousness? Why it is very important to accept the process of Krishna consciousness? Because the other word is if you do not accept the process of Krishna consciousness, what are we? There is nothing, there is no existence for us. For example, Gopi Vartur Padakam Lord Das, 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 Das. We are not that. We are nothing then. We are just a soul in this world which is lost. The soul doesn't have any purpose. Just like a kite is cut off from the hand of the person who is actually flying the kite. What is the destination of the kite? You don't know. The kite may go into the tree, or the kite might be stuck to some other building wires. The kite might be stuck to some antenna. Don't know. We don't know what's going to happen to that kite. No idea. That is what exactly is the state of a conditioned soul. What is the state of the conditioned soul? This is the exact state. What is he doing? His idea is to cultivate something here. His idea is what? Some happiness is there here in this world. But if you clearly see, closely see, there's no happiness here. Whatever the happiness is what? Illusory state. Janmadasya tonmayaditaratastarteshu Vignaswaran. Vignaswaran is who? Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the source of this absolute truth. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Muyanti Yat Surayat. Muyanti Yat Surayat. What is that? That means even the greatest personalities like Brahma, he can be kept into illusion. Tejovarimnudam yata vinimaya yatra trisargam. That means through this illusion, how this entire material world has been kept in a perplexed state. That means everyone is thinking that is the controller. That itself is an illusion. Now, through that illusory state, what is happening? The three modes of material nature are taking over that particular jiva. The jiva doesn't know that he's been affected by the three modes of material nature. Because the jiva never even cares to think about the consciousness. He dares to think even about the consciousness. He forgets. He says, if the mind says do sense gratification, it will do sense gratification. It says that if the mind says do eat this, it will eat that. He doesn't see why I should eat this. Is this correct to me? I already ate, then why am I eating now again? My stomach is already full, then why am I eating now? He'll not think like this. He'll just eat, he'll just do, he'll just go in the flow. Go in the flow is the state of this material world. This is illusion. But the person will never understand. The person is thinking that if I earn so many things, if I earn dollars, this, that, so many other things, that will give me happiness. Mind you, dear devotees, that will not give any satisfaction to the heart. You might see some bank balance that might give some satisfaction, but will not help you or satisfy the heart. The heart is only satisfied through the truth. That truth should be heard through pure souls, through their Vani. When we hear their Vani continuously, what is happening? Through their Vani, what is happening? Consciously, we'll check our heart. I have this, that, so many other things. Why am I doing? What am I doing? This should be used in the service of the Lord. And then he said another interesting actually. He said, if at all you become a devotee a day, if you want to give any Lakshmi in the service of Guru Sadhu Shastra, in the service of the Lord, then you are very fortunate to have to give that. Not that the person who is receiving is fortunate. The person who is giving is very fortunate because he has become an eligible candidate to actually do that service by the association of pure souls. Otherwise, who would ever even dare to think about opening up their money? No idea, no scope, no chance. That's what Prabhupada is mentioning here. Krishna, what is Prabhuji? What is Prabhuji? What is Prabhuji mentioning here? Sarvatmanaya Sharanam Saranyam Gato Mukundam Parihitya Kartam. Anyone who has completely surrendered unto Krishna, Mukunda, giving up all other duties, is no longer a debtor, not easy obliged to anyone, not the demigods, not the sick. Dear devotee is not obliged to demigods also. Person who is surrendered to the Lord. That's why pure souls are rare in this world. Because only pure souls they surrender. No one else will surrender in this world. Because mixed devotion is not devotion. Devotion after surrender is only devotion. Very important. That means we aspire to that surrender state is very important. We aspire to that unflinching, unalloyed, unflinching, anyabhinashita shunyam jnana karmadhanavrutam. Dear devotees, that is the exact thing. Krishna, please understand how fortunate are we, dear devotees. Even in second chapter itself, Krishna is giving the summary of Gita. Actually, that is the whole point. Prabhupada named this chapter as contents of the Gita summarized. That means this chapter summarizes the entire Gita. If you understand this chapter, you will get everything. You will get the essence of Gita. What is the essence of Gita? Sukha dukkha samay kritva labha labha jaya jayo tata yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsyasi. What is that? Do thou fight for the sake of fighting without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat. And by so doing, you shall never incur sin. What is this, dear devotees? This is the greatest hope for us. What is the greatest hope? Do your duty simply to please the Lord, simply to please the Acharya, simply to please the spiritual master. Do it for their happiness. Feel their relationship, feel their presence into our consciousness. You should feel their presence. I mean, how much Srila Prabhupada, I mean, he spent so much time, he slept only for a couple of hours every day. Why? For us, 22 hours he did service. 22 hours engaged in Krishna consciousness, chanting, reading, hearing, taking care of the devotees. He's doing all of that. 22 hours of continued service. That means, please understand, that means how much absorbed they are into that consciousness. They're so deep into that. The devotees on the other side, the moment we stop hearing, the moment we stop understanding, the moment we stop hearing daily, what happens to the devotees is our consciousness is already wavering. It will be so deeply absorbed into the materialistic plane, materialistic state of dealings. Because consciousness is contaminated, it's polluted, because consciousness is affected through the material nature. Because material nature is continuously there. When we hear or when we chant, when we do bhakti, that is at that time also, at that time also material nature is there. But through this state, what is happening is, through this state, through this phase, what is happening is, the moment we are disconnected from the science of Krishna consciousness, just what Krishna is mentioning here, we are so much absorbed into this material plane, then the process of surrender will be out of scope for us. That means it is completely out of context. It is out of blue. Tene Brahma Hridayadi Kavaye Muyanti Yat Surayat. That means even personality is like a lot of Brahmaji can be kept into bewildered state through the illusory state of the Lord. That means please understand the illusory state of the Lord is very, 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 very powerful. It's not easy to decode that. The only way to come out, the only way to decode that and come out of that is complete submission, not wavering submission, not hourly submission, not weekly submission, not once in a year submission, continuous submission. Here, what is that? Continuous submission is the only solution for us. When we continuously submit to the words of the Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, what happens is you get reflections. That is the time when you understand the greatness of this process and then you completely get those reflections continuously again and again. Because where is your heart? Your heart is with them. Your heart is nowhere else. Your heart is continuously thinking about their service. Your heart is continuously meditating about their glories. Asking questions, discussing on a consciousness level is so important. आश्चर्यवत् कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवत् Ascharyavat Kaschyanam. Krishna is telling, Arey, this entire world is Ascharya. We discuss about that in chapter 2. Krishna speaks about that. Arey, everything is Ascharya. Yes, it is Ascharya. How is it Ascharya? Arey, 8,400,000 species. If you take one species from that, let's say take the ant. Ant also has unlimited species in that, unlimited varieties. And even through the unlimited varieties, the number is also unlimited. And through these unlimited varieties, unlimited numbers, unlimited souls are also there. Unlimited souls are also there, and in every soul there is Paramatma sitting in their heart. And even that small ant, he's been given the intelligence to maintain himself. That means the ant has been given an intelligence to sleep. Ahara nidra bhayamaidunamcha. Eating, sleeping, mating, defending is there in the life of ant. Working is also there in the life of ant. That means it is continuously working. You see, ant is always busy. Ant is always busy carrying this, carrying that, creating this, creating that. That means they're so much absorbed in their own little independence which it is being given. This is Ashwarya. And this is just about one particular living entity. If you see human beings, 4 lakh thousand species, and even in this 4 lakh thousand species, everyone is unique. Everyone's face is different. Everyone has eyes, nose, mouth, ears, but they all look different. Everything is different. Now, one jiva wants to eat other jiva. One jiva wants to be non-vegetarian, other jiva wants to be vegetarian. One jiva wants to stay in one way, other jiva wants to stay in another way. Their natures are different, their mentality is different, their consciousness is different. The way they want to lead this life is different. The way they want to enjoy this life is different. One person wants to enjoy through sense gratification. One person wants to enjoy it by deepening his consciousness more and more. He is too far away from sense gratification, but still he is happy. That is one level of another level of happiness, another level of consciousness, which he is cultivating. One person wants to sleep early, other person wants to get up in the night. One person wants to get up early in the morning, other person wants to sleep at that time. Parikshit Maharaj, he says, he said three aspects. What is the three aspects? Complete submission to the lotus feet of the Lord. He is the life and soul. Second aspect is, respect the Vaishnavas, pure souls, worship them to the core of the heart. Third stage is to see everyone as the truth, as the Amsha of the Lord. Giving them respect, showing them compassion, showing them kindness, everything. All of those things have to be addressed. That means this is the essence of everything, these three aspects. Taking the complete shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, following the words of the pure souls, giving respect to every jiva in this world. If there's a need, do them service, do some service to them. That's it. That means you're covering everything. That means all the jivas are covered through third one. Second aspect covers our consciousness. First aspect shows our submission. Okay. That means the submission to the words of the Lord, to the pure souls, is the greatest thing. Just like Dromara submitted to the words of his mother. His mother told him, go to the forest, there's Krishna. He'll fulfill all your desires. I cannot fulfill because I'm limited. But he is unlimited. You go there, he'll fulfill your desires. Those are the essence. So when we continuously hear this truth every day, what happens is consciousness is elevated. When the consciousness will be elevated, when we are checking how our consciousness is reacting to every situation in my life. When the consciousness is reacting through raga and dvesha, what is happening? This is a proof that we don't know who we are. If we know who we are, we don't react like that. If you really know that we are amsha, mameva amsho, jivaloka jivabhuta sanatanaha, manashrishtindrayani prakriti stani karshiti. Bhoktaram Yagyatapasa. He is a Bhokta. That means who is a the moment we understand who is a Bhokta, then everything what we have has to be submitted to that Bhokta. Not me. I am not the Bhokta. That person is a Bhokta. Hare Krishna. I am just a caretaker. I am not the father. He is a real father. I am just a caretaker. Likewise, I am not the everything. I am not the teacher. Supreme teacher is Krishna. He only takes care of every one of us. I'm just there to facilitate. This is the consciousness of pure source. I'm just there to facilitate, to show him the path of Krishna consciousness. Actually, that is the whole essence of Shiksha in one's life. He should show us the path. He should show what is right, what is wrong. We should actually intensify our faith, intensify our service or desire to chant Hare Krishna more on a deeper level. Intensify our consciousness to elevate ourselves so that we move forward to Krishna consciousness and then we come to that state. What that state? Krishna is telling, what is that state? Sukha dukkha samakritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjashva naivam papam avapsyasi. Sukha dukkha samakritva. Sukha dukkha samakritva. That means happiness and distress. Both accepting on the same level. Labha labho jaya jayo. That means there is a loss, there is a gain. Don't worry. Simply be happy. You don't have to worry for that. Be relaxed. Be happy. Accept that. Don't worry. Simply accept this process. Labha labho jaya jayo. Don't look for any profit. Don't look for any adoration, any respect. Don't look for any of those things. Because the consciousness is always there, right? What is the consciousness doing? Consciousness is continuously thinking about that. What is that? What is in what state the consciousness is thinking? The consciousness is thinking in such a state that I want this, I want happiness, I want this, I want so many things. That is what is that? Controllership. He wants to control, he wants to become controller. That is why, dear devotees, Arjuna, only Arjuna was being told this, not anyone else. Please understand this. This is very important. Who was being told this truth? Arjuna. Why? Because Arjuna was not in that state, but Duryodhana was in that state. Likewise, the conditions was in this world. We are all in that state. Where somehow, shape or form, we have that mentality to enjoy this world. The devotees, please understand, I'll tell you something very important. We are here means because we have a propensity to enjoy in separation of Krishna. That is the whole point of this sense gratification. What is sense gratification? To enjoy in separation of the Lord. That is the whole point why Krishna has given us these senses. This is another interesting aspect. Ascharyavat kasyadena. What is that Ascharya? Krishna has given us that senses. Why? Why? Because we have the propensity to enjoy in separation of, because we don't want him. We don't want him. You want to enjoy. We don't want to see his presence. It's a problem. Hare. All right, devotees, I'll stop here. We'll continue this conversation tomorrow because this sloka is very important. Dear devotees, my request, please go through this sloka, sloka number 38. Krishna is giving the summary of entire Gita in this sloka. If you understand this, you are the most fortunate persons in this world. देवार्षिभूतप्तरिणं पितॄणां न किङ्करो नायं ऋणं च राजन् सर्वात्मनायाः शरणं शरण्यं ततो मुकुन्दं परिहित्य. I will also read this shloka. The moment I get some time today, I will also read this shloka. It's very, very important. Sukhat dukhat samekritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhasya yuddhasva naivam papam avapsyasi. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Anyone would like to add a point or so? Otherwise, we'll stop it here. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Sheetal Mataji is telling, Mataji, we are not rewriting the mind. We are understanding what is our existence. That is the whole point we are chanting Hare Krishna. We don't rewrite anything here. We, the Jiva, cannot understand anything. What can we rewrite? So there's no question of rewriting anything here. The process of chanting Hare Krishna is to serve the spiritual master and the acharyas. The process of chanting Hare Krishna is to understand our real existence. Gopi Varturpada Kamala, das. That means that is a fact. We will be realizing that through the process of chanting Hare Krishna. When the consciousness is very pure. How? The process of Shamana. Why? Checking the heart. Go deep, check the heart. What is how the heart is reacting? We have to see. We are very honest. If we are very honest, we will see our heart. Oh, my heart is like this. Stupid heart. My heart is reacting like this. I should see that my heart is not reacting like this. For that, I should depend more on the words of the acharyas. And then we beg for that mercy. Oh, my dear Lord, Shishra Alavindavan Chandra, please give me this mercy. This mind is very is foolish, rascaldom. The mind is always keeping me here, there, so many other things. It is troubling me continuously. My dear Lord, please help me. You are the source of you are the controller, you are Gopta, you are the whole proprietor of this entire thing. You please help me. Because if my mind is good, I can do some little service to my spiritual master. When through this way, when we depend like this, then we get that mercy. And we can come out of that. For this, we require a lot of relation. We should feel. Because everything is been given to us by the Lord already. That means everything, whatever we have, it has to be submitted to Him. That is the essence of Gita. So beautifully, Krishna gave that essence here only. The same essence he speaks in Sarvadharma Parityajya. Not just here, he speaks about coming out of these dualities in multiple times in Gita. This is the beauty of this person. Continuously reiterates. That's when you hear these words through the lens of the acharyas, everything becomes very clear to us. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anyone else? Otherwise, we'll stop it here. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for the wonderful class, Prabhuji. We really like hearing you every day. Your conviction in the process is really helping us. Prabhuji, here in this verse, Krishna says to Arjuna, fight for the sake of fighting. And he's not telling Arjuna to chant or to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. So how can we understand fighting the war is Krishna consciousness, and for us, fighting Maya is taking up Krishna consciousness.
So basically, actually, we'll discuss this more in detail tomorrow. How this war and how we have to see those things through our lens. We'll discuss more, but I'll give a synopsis here. What is the most important thing is not fighting, not chanting, not hearing, not reading, not any of those things. What is the most important thing is our submission towards our superiors. That is the most important. If our submission to our superiors, that means our spiritual master, Krishna, if our submission to them is right, then everything is right. Fighting is an external thing. But what is the important aspect is my consciousness towards their words. How am I reacting to his words? Just like how Arjuna reacted to the words of Krishna when Krishna took him to the center of the battlefield, his reaction was different. What is his reaction now? His reaction now is coming after submission. Now, what is that submission? That means he's in a position where he's ready to accept everything. Because whatever you say, I'll accept it. You are my master, I'm your servant. This attitude has to be established. If this attitude is established, when you chant, they'll chant. Prabhupada says you do this service, they'll do. Prabhupada says you don't chant, you'll not chant. Prabhupada said you build this temple, he'll build that temple. Prabhupada said you don't build this temple, just chant Hare Krishna, he'll chant Hare Krishna. That means it depends on the attitude of the follower. So that is what it is manifesting. For this, a deep relationship has to be established with those personalities. Because how will I do that attitude? Duryodhana doesn't have that relationship. That's why he doesn't submit to Krishna. We have opportunity to submit to our spiritual masters, to the Lord. Through that submission, whatever they say, if we just do it, that is a perfection of our life. What is the perfection? Kim Kara. Whatever you say, I'll do. This is the real submission, just like how Dhruva Maharaj showed, just like how Prahlad Maharaj showed. Prahlad Maharaj just heard, he just followed whatever Narada Muni said. That is the perfectionism. That is the whole point. He could see the presence of the Lord. Hare Krishna. Is it okay, bro?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, then Pranam, glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for giving a wonderful lecture, Prabhuji, and thank you for giving a wonderful bhajan today from Sas Prabhuji. Thank you everyone for joining in on our Siddha Divani. Thanks so much, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Karina Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jam Vishmada Paramahamsa Priya Vrajagacharya Shritashi Shimare Se Bhaktivranda Samaraja Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Iskambhavati Panacharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Jam Vishmada Paramahamsa Priya Vrajagacharya Shritashi Shimare Bhakti Sanata Sarko Samaraja Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Nand Goday Shrivind ki jai.
Jai.
Namacharya Srila Rastakur ki jai.
Jai.
Prem se Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Pavan Nityananda Shri Radhe Shiv Sri Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopi Radha Shyam Gunda Radha Gangari Govardhan ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Mayapur Dham ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Jaganath Puri ki jai.
Jai.
Ganga Maya ki jai.
Jai.
Yamuna Maya ki jai.
Jai.
Tulsi Devi ki jai.
Jai.
Bhakti Devi ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Ram Singh Kirtan ki jai.
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Pamananda Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
All glories to Samandavati Sri Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Samandavati Sri Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Samandavati Sri Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. Namam Vishmaraya Krishna Shaya Bhuttaleshwari Bhakti Avananda Samiti Namani Namaste Sirsiri Gaurvani Bicharani Nirvishis Nivari Pashadishtarani Jeshta Krishna Chaitanya Pavanityananda Shri Tagaradi Shiv Sri Gaur Bhaktivinoda Mukam Guroti Vachalam Pangamanam Kadagri Mekti Patamahamande Shri Guru Janatanam Paramanam Shri Shri Kare Gaurjana Radhikatale Krishna Krishna Bhakta Bhakta Namaha Vanchuk Abdurshakr Vismaya Vichapadithanam Pavana Vaishnavi Namaha Hare Krishna, everyone. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Karina Mataji ki jai. Shamshilas Prabhuji ki jai. Neelavan Prabhuji ki jai. Ramai Pran Prabhuji, Rachna Mataji, Ti Mataji, Baswati Mataji, our dear Sushilpa Mataji, and Nava Prabhuji, all devotees ki jai.
Jai.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sabala Gopal.
Hare Krishna.
All devotees ki jai. Hare Krishna.